Welcome to today's session, Working Remotely Resources. Please be sure to mute your audio while we're on our call today to make sure there's no background noise that would be distracting to yourself or your fellow listeners. We're covering 5 topics today: the Wayne County Working Remotely page, Duo, Office 365, VPN, and Online Service Desk. Any questions that you may have are best sent to technologyexperience@waynecounty.com. Again, that's technologyexperience@waynecounty.com. Having your question in written form will help us be sure to fully understand precisely what you're attempting to have corrected, and we'll be able to get that corrected for you as soon as possible. So thank you for your consideration, and please be specific in your email as to what you were attempting to do and how it behaved differently than it normally does, and that will help us troubleshoot whatever you're having happen. So the Wayne County Working Remotely page is at waynecounty.com, a URL, of course, that you're familiar with. And we've extended that URL to have waynecounty.com/county/working-remotely.aspx. When you browse to that page, you'll see the landing page here on the graphic on the right-hand side of the screen, Working Remotely. At the bottom of that screen, you'll notice it says Working Remotely FAQs. That document and other documents, as you see on the graphic at left, each have their own button allowing you a shortcut to jump directly to it. Please review these at your earliest convenience so you're fully aware of what steps would be involved to implement any of these on your computer. What is Duo? Duo is multi-factor authentication. Sometimes you've heard of this as two-factor authentication. It's been around for a little while, and what it helps you do is maintain a secure system. So when you go to log in, there's a second phase or second wave of authentication, of proving who you are, to make sure that you indeed are you and that no one else is trying to get on the system in your name. You'll work with your registered device, typically your smartphone, to approve your connection when you pass it through. That notification appears. You can swipe down at the top of your screen and then tap to view the actions as you see on the graphic here. When you do, you'll simply click approve, and then you will be allowed into the system. All of this happens very quickly in a matter of seconds, so please stay by your device and by your computer. One of the resources that's available to you is actually a set of resources. It's the applications available on office.com, also known as Office 365. You can browse directly to that site and want to pay particular attention to Outlook, as you see the screenshot here that's included in this slide. Outlook, which has been around for a while, as you know, contains email and calendar operations. So you can send and receive emails with attachments, you can set up meetings, and you can stay in touch with your immediate team, your larger team, and if you work directly with residents of the county, you can stay in touch with them as well. If you're only concerned with Outlook, you don't need to go to office.com and then launch Outlook. You can save yourself the step and go directly to outlook.office.com and authenticate, log in as yourself if you're prompted. If you're on a county computer, it should recognize you as already being logged into your computer, so it should have your username and password. If not, you'll be prompted for it and you can enter that information. A VPN, maybe you've heard that terminology before. It tends to be fairly regularly advertised on television. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. What does that do for you? Well, it gives you a more secure connection to your network. You may have home Wi-Fi that is password protected. You're thinking, okay, that's going to keep me protected. And it does protect you to some degree, right? But by having a VPN, you get additional reassurance, additional security that you're getting to your resources in a protected way. So how do you go to VPN? Well, you're already familiar, as you know, with the waynecounty.com URL. I mentioned it earlier during this session. We've added these 3 letters at the beginning, and if you browse to vpn.waynecounty.com, you'll be prompted for your username and password, as you see on the upper right-hand screenshot here. And of course, you'll have a notification go to your phone through Duo to approve that. But then once you do, you also can click Allow on the screen on the bottom right here, and that lets you through, and now you're on your computer. Now you may have a county-issued computer, you may have your own computer, But either way, once you connect through VPN, you're going to have a secure connection, have access to the intranet, to PeopleSoft, and to document management. Now, we've had increased demand, as I'm sure you're aware, with the pandemic for everyone essentially being able to work remotely. So we've stood up this additional resource, WC, as in Wayne County, wcvpn.waynecounty.com. It looks a little different, but it does let you through to the intranet and PeopleSoft, and something distinct from the traditional VPN that we have. This one also allows you to get to a remote desktop. So which one you go to will depend on what your needs are, right? If you go with the traditional VPN, we've had that go through Internet Explorer, so that's where I would stay. And then if you're going through the WC VPN, you could do that like through Google Chrome, and I think that would behave fine. It did for me. You'll still have to get the verification to the registered device. So you can say, send me a push, like you see on the screen here, and then just hit approve when that comes through to your registered device, which is typically your smartphone. If you need help, please reach out. You can enter a self-service ticket at waynecounty.sasit.com. You can also email the service desk at servicedesk@waynecounty.com. And you can reach out over the phone. You can dial 313-224-5051, and someone will be there to help you. Can't guarantee that it'll be John, Paul, George, or Ringo, like you see on our cute little graphic here, but someone will be there to help you. And please be aware that before you open this ticket or reach out, if it's something simple like your mouse isn't responsive, you can always unplug and plug your mouse back in. You can try rebooting your computer. These are sort of standard top level troubleshooting techniques. You're certainly permitted to do that. And a lot of times that fixes the problem. I've even noticed my smartphone and other devices, if I left them on for a long, long time, sometimes a reboot does them good. So please reach out though and be able to describe what you were attempting to do and why it was different than normal. Something that was supposed to be there was now not there, or something that showed up that was new and you're not quite sure what to make of it. You're just trying to make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary. So please be prepared to describe that. That would be helpful. If you do go to the SAS IT location, this will be your prompts. You can report a technology issue, you can request a new technology service, and several other options that you see listed on the screen here. So bringing it all together each day, what do we do? Very simply, just as if you were going into the office, you boot and log into your computer, right? You would come into the office, got to have your computer working, turn it on, right? Same thing at home. You wake up, once you're oriented, once you're aware for the day, right? You've been awake for a few minutes, go ahead and boot and log into your computer. Now, if it's a county issued computer, one of the things to do is to make sure the proxy server is off so that it's not trying to connect to the regular Wayne County network that you would normally be on at your regular work location. So we turn the proxy server off. How do we do that? If you go to the bottom left of your Windows screen, right next to the Windows icon, you have a little magnifying glass icon. You can click that and type in proxy and then hit enter, and the selection comes up. You get a dialog box, scroll to the bottom, and there's a little drag button to go from on to off. Pretty easy once you've done it. Make sure you connect to your home Wi-Fi, and you can choose to remember that connection so you don't have to put your home Wi-Fi password in every day. Make sure you connect to VPN, and remember you're going to get that Duo notification. Browse to office.com as need be, okay? And make sure you go to the applications that you need with particular emphasis on Outlook so you can keep in touch with everybody with your calendar appointments and your emails. And please be sure to interact with your team members. Not all can be done by one person, right? We're part of a team. So with all of us working together, we can get everything done, right? But on our own, we can only get so much done. So let's interact and rely upon each other to get things done for each other and for the county residents at large that are relying upon us for various services to make sure all of us keep our lives in order and flowing during this very unusual pandemic. I would also recommend keeping your phone and computer charged so that you can reach people and they can reach you. Sometimes something comes up on short notice and you don't want to have a mostly depleted battery on your computer or your phone if something comes up. So please keep your devices charged. Sometimes storms blow through and you lose power. You want to be able to have other people reach you and you be able to reach them. So with that, just take the advice of our minion friend standing on top of the Guardian building here and keep calm and be happy. I know it can be difficult to do. You look out and see a sunny day, it might be easier than on a cloudy day or a rainy day. But please try to find solace wherever you can and be able to get your work done, keep yourself motivated, your team motivated, and keep the residents of the county reassured that we're here to provide what they need. Again, send any questions you may have to technologyexperience@waynecounty.com. Technologyexperience@waynecounty.com. It's helpful to have it in writing. That way we can analyze precisely what you're up against, what you're running into, and we can compare that to other people that may have had similar situations and try to troubleshoot that as quickly as we can for you so that you're back up and running as closely as possible to what you would have as if you were coming into your regular work location. And with that, I say thank you for attending today. Working remotely resources are available to you to help you be able to do your job while we're spread across the county during this pandemic. So I wish you well. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please be productive. And we'll look forward to seeing you again one day soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.